What is up, everybody? Doomwake here. I'm excited for today's video. Before we get started, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 165 likes. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and please let me know what you thought of the video. So if you didn't check out my Crimson Vow top 5 modern cards, be sure to go ahead and check that out. It's a video we did a couple of days ago, and this is the first time we're going to get to play with some Crimson Vow cards. And this is one of the cards on the list, as you can see on your screen, Headless Rider. So, this is actually a donation deck list that was submitted to me that we played live on stream yesterday, and we've played plenty of zombies before. This person has submitted a couple of dono decks previously for zombies, one that we even 5-0'd with. So they are a really big proponent of zombies, and they like to build their decks a little bit differently, so you'll notice some different card choices. We'll go over those. But Headless Rider on your screen, it's the new zombie card, and it's 3 mana for a 3/1. Whenever it or another zombie dies, you get a 2/2. So kind of like another thing to pay you off for like having a bunch of zombies and sacrifice outlets and all that stuff. So you'll notice here we are an Aether Vial deck. This is a change that I know I've seen a lot of people who have maybe posted zombie decks previously over the past couple of weeks that don't like Aether Vial. I'm a big fan of Aether Vial, especially because it's really good with the 3-drops, right? So it really allows you to double spell, and that's kind of some of your better draws with the zombie deck, because you just get to, your deck is so synergy based. You get paid off a lot more for having just more stuff in play, and that's kind of what Vial allows you to do. You're sort of down a card when in your opening hand. You're down a creature, you have one less creature in your hand, which Aether Vial could be maybe another 1-drop. But especially with something like Undead Augur, which I'll show you on the screen right now, it finds you the fuel to find more stuff to put into play with Aether Vial, and you just kind of snowball out of control. So we'll just go over the deck here. We have 4 Carrion Feeder and 4 Goblin Bombardment. These are kind of our sacrifice outlets, so ways for us to put stuff into the graveyard for a little bit of value. Goblin Bombardment will frequently just kind of one-shot your opponent if you have just, a Gravecrawler that you can recast over and over again. We have 3 Champion of the Perished, which is kind of an odd number. You'll see at the end of the video, I kind of go over what I liked, what I didn't like, what potential changes I would make. I'm going to start doing that with these videos from now on. That's one of the cards that I highlighted as a card I would definitely add the 4th copy of. I think the premise behind the 3 copies is it's not good later on when you draw it, when you draw it on turn 4 or 5. I would argue that it's actually that's not necessarily true, because you're still doing stuff with Gravecrawler and Messenger where stuff is coming back from your graveyard. So even on like turn 4 and 5 when you draw it, you can frequently still get it to be a 3/3 or 4/4. So I'd play 4 copies for sure. We got 4 Gravecrawlers. Again, that's kind of the recursion element, where if you set up Gravecrawler plus a sack outlet, you can just keep looping that, sack it, cast it again, sack it, cast it again. So you can really do some cool stuff with Bombardment and Carrion Feeder. So Gravecrawler is a very important part of the deck, and one that I'd probably play 7 copies if I could, to be honest with you. 2 Jadar, which is a relatively new addition from the previous Innistrad set, and it, again, just more ways to keep generating those triggers, keep just getting more zombies. You get die triggers on the decayed zombie, you get ETB triggers when the 2/2 comes back. You don't get a token off of the decayed zombie with Headless Rider, because Headless Rider is notably non-token, excuse me. So that's worth keeping in mind. What isn't non-token is Undead Augur, which is really awesome. I highlighted the wrong card. Undead Augur plus Jadar just by itself is just a personal Howling Mind, because Undead Augur does not specify non-token. Especially still also sick with Headless Rider, because you get to draw cards off of the Headless Rider tokens. So Undead Augur is an awesome card. Definitely like 4 copies of this. I wasn't sold on this previous versions of zombies, but after this league, I'm really, really sold on Undead Augur. And then we got the aforementioned Goblin Bombardments, 4 copies of Dreadhorde Butcher, which is kind of an odd one. We've played this in the past before, and I oddly kind of like this card. I really didn't think I was going to like it as a 2-mana 1/1, But you have some ways to push through damage with Bombardment and Fatal Push. You can clear out some small blockers. And once this thing connects once, it's really, really hard for it not to connect again and again and again. And it just gets kind of out of control. And it's really nice against, like, specifically Ragavan, because they kind of have to block it early on, or else it's just going to get worse for them. And usually against the Ragavan decks, you can get a nice little 2-for-1. They have to block, and then you get to kill something else with the one toughness trigger when it, the one damage when it dies. So big fan of Dreadhorde Butcher. Definitely like that card. And then we got the Headless Riders we were talking about. 2 copies of Plague Belcher, which is this deck's version of Mayhem Devil. It's just like another way for you to kind of go off with a bunch of sacrifice stuff. I'm not convinced that Belcher is better than Mayhem Devil, but it is the zombie card type, which maybe now that you have Headless Rider in addition to Undead Augur, maybe just having that zombie card type is worth it. Mayhem Devil, I think, is a much better overall card, but it's not a zombie, so that is something worth considering. I didn't mind Plague Belcher, to be honest with you. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then the 4 copies of Drell's Messenger, I know a lot of people don't like Messenger in these Rakdos zombie builds, but if you're playing Aether Vial, you have to play 4 Messenger. That card is so unbelievably messed up with Sack Outlets and Bombardments and Plague Belchers and Undead Augurs. You just get all of these, like, it's just multiple triggers for all of those cards. The Undying, you can frequently kill people from a really high life total with Messenger, Bombardment, that kind of stuff, which definitely did happen a couple times in the video. But yeah, Messenger's just sick. If you're going to play Vial, I'd play 4 copies of Messenger. And then moving on to the sideboard, we got the full 4 complement of Prismatic Endings, which is really important at dealing with Graveyard Hate, Dragon's Rage Channel, or DRC. Those kinds of things. Hammer Time. There's just, you never leave home without your Prismatic Endings. 3 copies of Alpine Moon for Urza Saga decks, and Tron, Amulet, maybe. Mostly here for Saga and Tron, though. And we got a nice one here, 3 copies of Magnetic Theft, which is kind of our little tech against Hammer Time. I don't know if that's better than just playing like another Shatter, like an Abrade or a Shattering Spree or something like that. I guess you don't have a lot of red sources for Shattering Spree, so keep that in mind. Magnetic Theft is just really nice because you just get to steal their hammer, basically. It's pretty sick. 3 Land Out of the Void for the Reanimator decks, Dredge, that kind of stuff, and then 2 copies of Sudden Edict, mostly here for Murktide region. I will say that Sudden Edict is not as good as I thought it was going to be against Murktide, because they frequently will have just a random DRC or Ragavan lying around. So you got to make sure you can keep those off the battlefield with things like Bombardment and Ending. But as long as you can keep their 1/1s off the battlefield, Edict is pretty good at killing Murktide. Just going over the mana base real quickly, pretty standard stuff. Fetches, shocks, only 3 caverns. I think the 3rd cavern, you could maybe make an argument for cutting 1 fetch land for the 4th cavern if you wanted to, which I wouldn't hate. But there's not that many counterspells going around, so I don't, not at least these days, so I don't mind only 3 copies. But that's the deck. I'm really excited to showcase you guys this one of my picks for the top 5 Innistrad Crimson Vow cards. And before we get started, I just wanted to say I've acquired my Blood Fountains, so there will be some Asmo on the channel over the next couple of days, so be on the lookout for that. But that's another story for another video, so let's get into it. Without further ado, I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. This hand is stacked. It's got turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Champion. Yeah, this hand is nuts. Good grief, this hand is insane. Hand is just absurd. Changeling Berserker? Have you actually tried Changeling Berserker? Is that card remotely playable? Changeling Berserker, really? That's the card that I think it is, right? It's like the... Hold on. This card that I think it is? Yeah, just 5/3 haste? Is that the card you're actually thinking about? 4 Dogs, you're thinking about a different card. Or you're referring to somebody else with Pyre. Gotcha. Gotcha, okay. You just want, like, okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Something for Pyre, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. You were referring to the person who mentioned Pyre, I see. I have to imagine they'll take... Oh, they took Bombardment. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. How's that Reanimator matchup? Okay, so... Probably just go... Champion... Just play Champion Vile Pass. I think I'm going to Champion Vile Pass and just leave up the other Vile on one. Got like this. And then we can go 2 in 1 and step Vile this in, untap Vile the other 2 in. Drop Augur, hold up Feeder. I mean, even if they Tef bounce the champion, I can just put it back in, right? What would you be worried about with that line? I think this is fine. I guess now they can respond to me activating the Violon too. Okay. Guess not. I don't know why I cast that. I'm a dumbass. I should have just filed that one in. That was bad. Yeah, I should have filed that one in. I just missed the Gravecrawler activation. That was stupid. What's up, Reeve? How you doing, buddy? Protecting the champion with that line. Augur, hold up. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. And then if they, like, Tef bounce the Augur, I can just take this back up to 2 and then do it again next turn, so it's not that bad. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. I gotcha. It's probably better to do it that way. Thin my deck. I don't really want to draw lands. Oops. Alright, your turn. Was that a good turn, chat? That was a good turn, right? And we get ley lines after board. Draw 2 spells, both of them vials. Yeah, the game still wasn't close. How did I submit a donor deck? So Tabsman, I think it's... Well, I mean, it depends. If you're okay with waiting a little bit... so again, going over the next couple of weeks, I should make a command for this. The 18th, I'm in Vegas. 25th is Thanksgiving, and December 2nd, which is because we only do these every Thursday. So 18th is Vegas, 25th is Thanksgiving, and then the 2nd of December is already full. So you'd be in the queue until the 9th of December. If you're okay with waiting that long, you just go, there should be a link down below the stream. There's a little Streamlabs PayPal donation thing. Submit the donation through there, and then send a deck list in the Discord. Alright, so let's do this. I don't think I want Prismatic Ending. I could maybe Sudden Edict them. I don't know how good Sudden Edict is. I feel like it's not great, but... I want to cut some of the slower stuff. I kind of want to cut Plague Belcher. I want to try to be a little bit more efficient, I think. And maybe trim, like, a Butcher. I don't want to cut too many creatures. Actually... I kind of like trimming a Vial in matchups like this. Maybe keep a Belcher. Yeah, let's do this. I like trimming one Vial. Isn't this Esper? I'm not a Metamaster. Well, they griefed. Esper Control wouldn't play Grief. Butcher's my most efficient threat? Well, it's still 2 mana, right? I don't want to draw a pile of 2s. Oh, I got Fatal Push. Yeah, I'm stupid. So yeah, we can just swap Fatal Push for Edict. Right, that's way better. And then... Do you want to cut, like, the last Plague Belcher and add the second Butcher? Just, like, no Plague Belchers? That's probably okay, right? I'm thinking that this one's worse if they have Leyline, but this one's also pretty bad if they have Leyline, right? I guess this one just kind of hits them like a truck. Yeah, I'm going to go 1 Belcher, I think. Still kind of hits like a truck. Because I am worried about them having ley lines. It's kind of weird that we don't have wear tears. I guess maybe you just don't expect a ton of ley lines. Okay, well, I'm going to snap keep this, because I have leyline and spells. Leyline plus spells is good enough for me. Chat, whose leyline is better? I guess they have to vary, so theirs probably is, but... That's true. Everything is a lot worse if they have leyline. Anytime, Sappy. Thank you very, very much for the bits. That's very generous of you. Really, really appreciate that. Glad I could help. You sent the other deck list, right? The one with changes. Let's take a look. 2 Pyromancer, 4 Felidar, 2 Resto. Yeah, see, this kind of looks like more where I would want to be. I think maybe Resto is not great. Maybe you could go like 3 Pyromancer, 3 Solitude, no Restos, but I like everything else. I like that a lot. Yeah, what do we lead with? Butcher or Jadar? I feel like leading on Butcher's higher upside, especially if they play... Well, no, because if they play Tef, I want to have this as a... You know, after... Yeah. So I guess I just played Jadar? But if I play Jadar, I can't get it around counterspells. Could just play Augur, which gets around counterspells. That might make the most sense, actually. Well, no, if they're the great version, they don't have counterspells. I'm just going to name Zombie and play Jadar. So love me like you do, love me like you do. How does Jadar work with Leyline? Does the token go to the graveyard or no? I don't actually know how tokens work with Leyline. I've never... I feel like I should know the answer to that question, but... Could name Wizard. Oh, is this thing a wizard? Sure. But if I name Wizard, then it's like... It's kind of awkward. Tokens do go to the graveyard. That's what I thought. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright. So yeah, this is perfect then, because I can just set up Augur and then draw a card every turn. Forgot to change the title. Modern Rakdos Zombardment. Update. What'd they do? Prismatic Ending Jadar. Okay. Love me like you do. So they probably take... Oh, they have Ephemerate too. It's got to be their last card, right? So they take this and probably this? I don't know. Their last card has to be Ephemerate, though. Love me like you do. Would Relentless Dead be good in this deck? Might be okay. Touch me like you do. They didn't take Bombardment? Wowzers. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Well, I guess, do I even want to play the Bombardment? I could just play 2 creatures. Let them take Bombardment. And then we're both top decking, but I have a Feeder, a Butcher, and a 2/2. They have a 3/2. And then I can go, like, attack with the zombie token, post-combat, sack the Feeder. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because if I play Bombardment Feeder and they take Butcher, I think that's worse for me. Yeah, I'm just debating if I want to attack this turn or wait a turn to see if I draw another Augur. I think waiting 1 turn is okay. I think waiting 1 turn is fine. You waiting for? And waiting's a lot better if I find Augur. That's why I'm waiting. Is everyone under the impression Headless Rider is going to take over Modern, or is it just PT bench? Oh, it's good. It's definitely a good card. I don't know. I don't think it's going to take over Modern, but it's a unique effect. Okay, so we can go attack with this. You're gonna take it. Should have waited a turn. Should have waited a turn. Imagine not waiting a turn. Imagine not waiting a turn. Oh no, it's non-token. Never mind, I'm stupid. It wouldn't have mattered. Okay, wouldn't have mattered. I forgot it was non-token. No, when I meant, I thought I got I thought I got it off the token, but obviously I don't. Yeah. Yeah, only Augur's life. I forgot it was non-token. Obviously, this card would be way too good if it wasn't non-token. Almost want to just let them block the Butcher, but I think I won't do that. I assume they're trading here. Yeah. Your turn. We're like somehow not actually in that bad of a spot. Because they could have a second Grief here. But I think we should be able to kill them before they can hardcast, right? Yes, they go to 10. This gets a counter. Your turn. Solitude inbounds. I mean, I don't know if I can beat that card no matter what, right? That card's going to be a beating no matter what turn they draw it, right? There's not much I can do about that. I just kind of have to attack. I mean, they only draw one card a turn. Can't always have the Solitude, right? Yeah, they probably drew it. No, just take it? Alright, your turn. Well, now they're just dead. Alright, easy. I told you we were going to win the leyline battle. Gravecrawler, Jadar. Yeah, I think this hand's good. We got Bombardment, Gravecrawler. I think it's okay. Probably go turn 1 Crawler, turn 2 Jadar, and then probably turn 3 Bombardment. We'll see what they do. I thought it was ETB, but it's when I recast a spell. No, I know that, yeah. Sketchy. What'd they pitch? They pitched Fury. So Rhinos. I don't know if Rhinos is a great matchup. The heads are the entourage, yeah. No space for 4 champion. It's really hard to make cuts in this deck. I do kind of like 4 champions, but okay. Well, that we can maybe beat. Yeah, I'm going to play Jadar here. Probably not in the best spot if they have Rhinos, but... Played the wrong land. I should have just played, I should have played this turn. Did Arena pull the Crimson Vow draft after the crash or whatever they had? I think so, yeah. A couple of people have said that. That I think Arena's having some issues, and they had to take down the drafts. Can't confirm or deny, but that's what somebody else was saying. Ooh, Stomping Ground tapped. Oh. Yeah, that's a magic card. That is indeed a magic card. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Ripperoni. Ripperoni. Guess I should have played Undead Augur last turn. This is, like, still not the worst for me if they don't have a Cascade spell. Because now I can go... Oh. Okay, well, kind of want to just do this turn. So let's go red, black, butcher. And then just... I'm going to play the Bombardment pre-combat because if they have rhinos... Well, kind of fucked if they have rhinos, but... I can at least, like, sack some stuff. This also might beat out a Force of Negation pre-combat. They didn't have it last turn. I don't think I can afford to play around it. Alright, cool. They didn't have it. Alright, now we're chilling. Now we are chilling. Because, like, I think this thing's coming off Suspend, but... Oh, it's still 2 turns away? Yeah, we're chilling. I guess they could have another Fury, but... If they don't have another Fury, this game's probably over. They've already gone through 3 Furies, right? Yeah. I'm living on such sweet nothing. Alright, land go. I can beat land go. Go to combat. Attack you. Petty Theft, the Dread Horde Butcher. I mean, aren't they just dead? So sack this, they go to 9. This puts them to 8. This is 4, and then I can sack this 4 times. Okay. Yeah, I think I like counter it too. It also means they don't get the borrower for whatever that matters. I don't know if that matters as much, but... Okay, you're at 4. We'll crack this. We'll get a Swamp. Shoot you with the Gravecrawler. I will cast my Gravecrawler. I will shoot you with the Gravecrawler. My opponent is conceded from the game. Dope. Alright, so playing against Rhinos. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really, really hate 1-for-1s against Rhinos, so I actually don't want to bring in Prismatic Ending. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like any of these cards. Like, from the Rhinos side of things, none of these cards really scare me that much. Yeah, I kind of just want to not sideboard. That's not actually the playlist microwave. I'm using a I'm using a radio station today. Can I copy it? Share, copy link. Here it is. What if it's Rhino's Saga? Think they're gonna put Saga in their Rhinos deck? Come on. Come on, Fort Alex. You're better than that. Kind of, it always feels bad drawing 2 bombardments, but I guess it's like force insurance. Do you... Ah, man. Is this a hand you can reasonably mulligan? They mull to 6. I'm gonna keep it. It's just so slow. It's so slow, man. I'm gonna try it. I don't know. This could go very poorly. What graveyard hate? The graveyard hate they have is usually only endurance. Snap keep it as 6 with 1 bombardment. Yeah, that's true. If this was a 6 with 1 bombardment, it's probably above the average for the 6-card hands, which means that if that's the case, I probably should just keep it on 7, you know what I mean? I guess that's a good reasoning. I'll buy that. Are they suspending Rhinos again? That's fine, I can live with that. Alright, zombie. Zombie. Champion to Butcher seems like a sneak every time. Problem is they have Fury. So I actually prefer having like the Aether Vial heavy hands because of Fury. Because it like allows you to commit a little bit more on their end step and not just get destroyed by a Fury. But sugar, how you get? They're probably gonna bounce something this turn. Right, bounce this. I hope they bounce the 1-drop, but alright, they're not bouncing anything. Which means they have Fury. Okay, yeah. I think their hand is Brazen Barber and Fury. That'd be my read on the situation. Alright, we kind of expected that to happen. Alright, upstairs. They don't have a land? Do have a land. And the Shardless. Okay, now we're fucked. Now we are fucked. They're 11? It's my out. Play Messenger. 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. If I play Messenger, draw a land and they have nothing, do I have lethal? I think I do, right? So if I play Messenger, draw a land and they have nothing, assuming they attack with everything and don't have a blocker, I go 3 to 6. That's to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. So I had to play Messenger, basically. It's my only out. Sugar, you get so fun. You think there might be something to this Rhinos deck? Unclear. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided if the Crashing Footfalls card is actually good or not. I mean, what deck can't be 2 4/4s? I've heard that argument so many times. Just like I've heard people just like, how can you not be 2 4/4s? It's just like that's not how it works. You know, it's just not how it works. Do I have outs? I guess my out is attack, butcher on this, block here, take 6. Hope they have stone cold nothing. It's my only out, right? Yeah. Hope they have stone cold nothing. Could use a companion though. Dude, I'm still so mad. I'm so mad that we can't play Karuga and Rhinos. Just it's a travesty. I gotta write an angry email to WotC about it. Yeah, this is a cat chamber. Cast your violent outburst, and I will concede. Seems like they have a spell. You win. As long as a true cat chamber. Alright, we get to be in the play. I think I might have maybe could have won that game in the play. Alright, no, can't mulligan. Don't think I can mulligan. Chad, are you hyped for Vegas? Vegas! Basic Mountain. Jeez. Okay. Alright. New plan? Probably have Dead Gone, right? I feel like if they have Dead Gone, I just want to play some Gravecrawlers.
Yeah, I'm gonna play around Undead Gone. I think it might just be better to play 2 crawlers anyways, but excited to shuffle and cascade 80 in paper. I mean, I'm not excited to shuffle the deck. I'm excited to play the deck because the deck is busted, but inevitable round 1 spike versus Doom feature match. I'd be in for it. Feeder plays around Dead Gone, right? Well, I mean, I then have to sack both of my Gravecrawlers, right? Is that a good spot to be in? Like, I kind of want to do this. And then if they kill this, I just 6 them. But I guess that's bad if they have Fire Ice, because then they get to kill the Gravecrawler and the Butcher. Yeah. There's also something to be said about just being mana efficient, you know? Just like playing Butcher, then I can go Feeder plus Bombardment next turn. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it sucks if they have cards, but... Slaughter Specialist. What exactly is Slaughter Specialist? I don't think I know what that card does. Dude, this song is absurdly good. I haven't heard this song in so long. I pour it down. God, this song is so good. I didn't say it. They did gone a Gravecrawler. Oh, because they're gonna Fury 2/1/1? Sure. Okay. Fury my board. This is why you can't play tribal decks. Tribal decks have been banished to the Shadow Realm. So I pour it down. I don't understand why I got you on my mind. Can't cast Shardless Agent, opponent. And new cards you want to try, I gotta set it on set days to buy too many cards. I have most of what I really need. Like, the cards that I want to play the most are just commons and uncommons. Guess I'll play it out. Fear of feeling alone. Supreme Lurker deck tech. Take a look at it right after this match. Understanding. Bad draw. I mean, if they have nothing, I can win this game. I got you on my mind. Certainly can't beat an outburst. Not playing around it. Somebody. Feeder Crawler also played around Fury since they can't stack the damage to blow you out like that. Yeah, I guess if I had the feeder in play, maybe it would have been better, but... You know somebody... Ether Vial, bunch of 2-drops. Alright, I'll keep it. It's not the best hand, it's kind of slow, but... Mill! Pogchamp. I'm gonna slow roll the butchers, I guess. Not really a lot of reason to play them now, because they just get blanked by the crabs. Can maybe double butcher next turn and try to... Maybe they only have one crab. Hopefully they don't have a second one. Looks like they have second crab. Yeah, these butchers just kind of get blanked. It's kind of sad. Like, this matchup is not great. I want to say we've played this before when we played Zombie Bombardment, but it always feels kind of stressful. Never forget you. Ooh, okay. I guess I'll attack first. And then just cast Messenger, end of turn, Violent Augur. Yeah, I like this. This is pretty good. This is definitely not a bad spot. See what they got. Cycle Visions. I love it when they cycle Visions of Beyond. Love when they cycle Visions of Beyond. Never forget you. Always be on my mind. Come on, build some Gravecrawlers. Give me some Gravecrawlers. No Gravecrawlers, Sedge. No Gravecrawlers, Sedge. Always be on my mind. Tasha's me. 20 cards, huh? 20 cards. It's a lot of cards. That is a lot of cards. I guess I want to draw a Sack Outlet. How many feeders do I have left? Hold on. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have 1 Carrion feeder and 3 Goblin Bombardments. I think I'm going to leave this on 2, right? Because highest upside is draw Carrion feeder. Then I can go Violent Butcher, cast Butcher, play Carrion feeder, attack with everything. Yeah. I mean, highest upside is I draw the 1 feeder left. And then if I draw the 1 feeder, I think I'm actually, like, not in a horrendous spot. I'm going to leave this on 2, I think. Okay, that helps. It's awkward because I, like, don't want to draw cards. Oh, I gotta update that. Hold on. I gotta update that command because my code has changed. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me. Edit com traders. Is that the new code? I gotta see what they... I forgot what they sent me. Hold on. KAH. Why is it KAH? If you just swing out here and have Resolve Bombardment, I think you have lethal. If they don't block. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pre-combat the Bombardment. There's no reason to, right? There's no reason to pre-combat the Bombardment. We'll see how they block. If they block. Please turn. We could be together, baby. So when the skies are blue. 6, 7, 10. I think I'm 1 short. I think I'm 1 short this way, right? Okay, let damage happen. 9. Draw 1 drop or a land. Oh, that's a good point. I could just draw almost my entire deck, right? Yeah. One drop or a land kills them. Because it's right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 point short. And I get to draw 2, 4. I get to draw 7 cards to find a 1-drop or a land, right? Upkeep, Violent Butcher, and upkeep and shoot them. Oh, yeah, I could just do that too. But I might as well go for it now, right? There's no reason not to. Because I could just kill them, right? They could have Crypt Incursion. Well, that's why I want to do it now, right? Like, I don't think there's much reason to wait. Yeah, see, that's lethal. Probably should sack my Augurs first so I don't deck myself. Yeah, they did. They did. You did. You're dead. You're dead. All right, what do we want against Mill? Mill, chat. Probably want Prismatic Ending. I don't think I want Leyline. Don't think I want Edict. Yeah, I think I just want Ending. Should be cut against Mill. I'm not really sure. Mill makes me ill. Mill gives me the chills. Bill versus Brother Man Bill. Brother Man Bill. Yeah, that's what I remember. This we were in this exact same situation last time, Four Dogs, and it's like, if they mill over the Goblet Shrine because we only have one land that casts Prismatic Ending, obviously it's super awkward. But also, like Snook said, we could just not cut anything, right? We could just play 64, and it's like not that big of a deal. So. That's the nice thing about playing against Mill. You just don't really care about not cutting cards. You just don't feel that bad about it. Wow, this hand is super high upside. I think I'm gonna keep it. Obviously, it's a one-lander, but it's got pretty high upside. It's kind of a little risky, but can fetch the white source. Having a hard time picking between my favorite streamers? Well, that's what you got multi-Twitch for, right? That's what we have multi-Twitch for. I'm just gonna kill this. I always have the second fucking crab. Always have the second crab. Imagine if they surgical blood crypt. Okay. Can no longer get our blood crypt surgical. I guess I'm gonna go Augur into Rider. Play Butcher. I want to play a 2-drop here. Because then I can go Champion plus 2-drop the turn after I Rider. Don't get Grabby. I'm not going to get Grabby. I'm going to play Augur. Oh, maybe this is worse if they field me, because now they can cut me off red. Yeah, I should have played Butcher there, because now they can maybe cut me off red. Because I don't have a basic mountain to search for. Probably should have played Butcher. Augur, Champion, Augur. I don't know if that's better than playing the Rider next turn. A Surgical Messenger. Okay. Reasonable. My ADHD doesn't allow me to multi-twitch. That's fair. That's fair. Also, how you doing, Oko? Like playing the champion ASAP. I mean, I didn't want to play it that turn because it uses my mana so inefficiently. I could play it next turn with the 2-drop, which I think maybe makes more sense. Yeah, I could go champion butcher next turn to push at least a point of damage. Well, actually, it pushes 2 because they're gonna block the butcher for sure. So yeah, I think I like that. Oh, so that changed things. Oh, it's so awkward. It's so awkward because I really want to play Champion Butcher, but then if they cut me off red, I can't play the Bombardment, which is a huge problem. But also, Champion plus Bombardment doesn't really look like a good turn, right? But they're obviously going to field me this turn. So it sucks. Maybe they just have to hope to draw another red source. Yeah, I think I just have to go Champion Butcher, hope to draw red source. I don't think I'm pressuring them enough if I play the Bombardment this turn, but maybe that's a bad way to think about it. They could also counter this, which is fine with me. Remand. Okay, sure. Well, they can still kill my red source, so it's still kind of bad for me. Second crab, too. Jesus. Jesus. I mean, they definitely should kill the Blood Crypt here, right? They know I have a Butcher. Not killing the Blood Crypt, okay. It's good for me. I guess they knew I was going to draw a second Blood Crypt. Okay, well now I can just go Bombardment Butcher, right? Cast Butcher first. See what they do. Maybe they have another Remand. I'm doing good. Playing some donation decks. It'll be a fun day. Alright, so trigger that. Let's just go to combat, see what they do. Just gonna attack. Sure. 14. What do they make Mill a real deck? I mean, Mill's always been around, you know? Mill got a lot of power in the past couple of sets, but it's always been around. There's the group of dedicated Mill players. They'll never give up. Alright, they hit the white source. Makes sense because they drew a second Blood Crypt. So this puts us on 30 cards. 21 for an Ancestral if they have that. Ideally, we want to find another Bombardment. Okay. I guess our best draw is Carrion Feeder, right? We only have one of those left. That's probably our best draw. Because I can go Rider plus Feeder. Just kind of go nuts. This is Luris. Fractured Sanity. Okay. No cards in hand. There's a Gravecrawler in my graveyard. I think I'm just going to be mana efficient and play Rider Augur. Because it's the same thing as playing Rider Crawler. Because I have no sack outlet. So play this on zombie. Guess this. Guess this. Attack. So they block these two, take 4. Dead to a fetch land. How many bombardments do we have left? I have 0 bombardments left. That's not good. I need them to draw counterspells. Specifically, Remand. Okay. We're not dead. Let's guess this with Cavern. Combat. Deck. That's all I got. So take 7, go to 3. There's no way we're gonna win this game, right? There's no fucking way I'm winning this game. It's their last card. Did they draw like Crypt Incursion or something? Blue, 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 blue. Archive Trap. Alright, you win. You've done it, opponents. Imagine not knowing when you should give up on a blue-black deck. Yeah, you get it. I'm gonna stall my 5k gold so I can't draft the new set. I joined servers, we're down, they came back up and my deck is gone. That's a feels bad, man. That's a feels bad, man. Bussy. It's not bussy at all. You're looking kind of bussy today, Durset. Durset's looking kind of bussy today. Is the queue full? It's full for like the next 10 years. And by that I mean it's full for about the next 4 weeks, yeah. Mostly because I'm not going to be streaming the next 2 Thursdays, but it's the same thing. Alright, do I get the white source or the red source? Kind of awkward, huh? Kind awkward. I could just get nothing. Yeah, I guess I just get nothing. Am I going to be playing my Dono deck with me in person on Thursday? No, the whole point of going to Vegas is to get away from donation decks for a Thursday. Like, come on. Alright, I'm just gonna get a red source. Oh, I shouldn't have fetched. I'm so stupid. There's no reason to fetch. There's an Urborg in play. What am I doing, chat? What am I doing? There's no reason to fetch. I don't know why I fetched. That's so bad. You're bringing a Deathcloud deck special for you. Well, I'm not going to play it, so... 24-hour Blood Fountain stream. Horny Vegan, I am going to be streaming tomorrow morning. We're doing like an impromptu morning stream. I don't usually stream on Fridays, but I'm so excited to play with Blood Fountain that I'm just gonna fire it up tomorrow morning before FNM. Yeah, I'm gonna stream tomorrow morning, probably for like 4 or 5 hours. Not as long as I usually go, but I will stream a little bit tomorrow morning before FNM. Probably like fire up 2 leagues, maybe 3 if I have time for it. Combat. Thank you. They can't drown this, which is kind of 5-fed. They can remand it. Oh no. I'm getting remanded. Black mana. What are you casting? They drown, it looks like. No, they get remand. They showed us remand last game. I don't know why they're playing remand instead of drown, but... yeah, remand gamer is kind of weird, champ. Fetchland Monk S. Didn't hit the Godless Shrine. Did they show both? I don't recall them showing Drown. Maybe they did. Maybe I just missed it. They're gonna Surgical Bombardment. That sucks. I mean, it sucks, but at the same time, I have a 2-turn clock, so it's like not that bad, right? It's like, how much do I care? They gotta kill me pretty quickly. Dude, Remand is so 5-head but surgical. Remand your spell, surgical it. That is the most 5-head shit I've ever seen in my life. It's unbelievable how 5-head that is. My opponent's brain is just way too big for me. I just can't comprehend it. It's just too much. It's just way too much. Ooh. Alright, thank you. They have like some kind of sweeper, I guess. I'm just gonna sack Gravecrawler, right? Oh no, we think they have Drown. I mean, no cap. What if I just pass priority? Because if I sack Gravecrawler, they drown this, then I lose 2 damage. If I don't sack, they take 6, go to 6. I hold this up. I think I just don't sack. Violent Augur, sack Augur. I want to keep this as insurance if they have a Wrath. Yeah, I don't want to do that, though. Because then if they just go land damnation, I'm fucked. Right? I mean, I'm not fucked, but... Stuck on 2 lands when I tick up there. Well, I have more 2s in my deck than 3s. I'm just going to let them have the crab, I think. I have 45 cards in my deck. I'm just going to let them have crab. This is totally fine. Alright, let's go here. I'm just gonna loop this one more time. Never enough for me. Alright, now we'll just chill. Power in what you do now every other day. I'll be watching you on. How do we feel about Yo Zombies? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Come on, Snuggles. Look, I'm down for playing Yorian in a lot of decks, but we can't just put it in every single deck. Alright, it's dead. It's dead. I'm just saying we can try it. I mean, we can. We can maybe try it. What are you even blinking with Yorion? I guess you can reset messengers. Blink Plague Belcher. God, Blink Plague Belcher with Yorion is so broken. 19 cards. Well, they're dead. So. That'd be cool if they weren't dead. But they are dead. Do this now, maybe they'll scoop. Yo, elves. Just add Yo in front of everything. What's like the worst possible deck we could add Yorion to? Yo Adnaz. Yo Adnaz. Ooh, his hand's not bad. His hand's not bad. Utron. Utron, huh? Oh, Bluetrod, right. Okay, I got it. You ready? Do you guys remember that like mono white Tron deck that Nassif played at Worlds like moons ago in Standard, right? So you take mono white Tron, Proclamation of Rebirth, Martyr, all that kind of stuff with the mono white Tron stuff, and then you just add Yo to that. Ooh, our opponent is also employing an Aether Vial strategy. I'm going to assume that our Aether Vial strategy is potentially better than theirs. So I don't know what they're doing, but you never know. Actually made sense to play Yo Goblin. Yeah, because you just draw your one-ofs less often, right? But I guess the thing is, Pike, you draw Snoop less often too, right? Isn't that your best card? You can't add Yo and... No, that's not... You can't do that. That's not how that works. Come on. I'm vetoing that shit. Can somebody time out Pike for me? Can we give Pike like a 1 minute timeout for that shit? Mod check. Because you can't do that. Come on, man. I unacceptable. I don't accept that. Yeah, I think the Oswald deck could be good with Yorion. Oh, you want to time out Pike for 5 minutes? All right. Well, after Pike comes back from his minute timeout, then he'll get another 5. Somehow we're gonna make the deck name longer than the card itself. Didn't think that was popular or possible. Excuse me. Benthic Biomancer. Uh-oh. All right, trade these. I was not ready for the Benthic Biomancer. Wait, it's not Tuesday. Hello? Does my opponent know it's not Tuesday? Does my opponent know it's not Tuesday? Asio? What about EOS? What about EOS? Please ask chat to play a game with me. Chat, Snuggles wants to play a game with you. I'd be a little bit worried, but... Wait, did we get Pike for 5 minutes? I got you. Alright, I'll see you in 5, Pike. They dismembered my homie. Just play this homie. Alright, new homie. Tell me the best card of all time. Chat, you are not obligated to respond. You are not obligated to respond to Snuggles' nonsense. I know the answer, but... Attack me with the deck tech. What you got for me? Hit me with a link in chat. I was under the impression it's not Fish Tuesday, though. I don't know what's happening over here. Hello, Fish Tuesday. Where's all the Fish Tuesday spammers? You want to play Bitter Blossom again? Let's take a look. Oh, opponent's back. Hold on. I already have a feeling this is going to be a long game. I'd prefer it not to be, but... They got to trade for Messenger? Oh, they're going to bounce the Messenger. Even better. Alright, I'll replay it. Sergeant Snuggles gifting a sub to Tears_CS. Thank you for the gifted sub, buddy. Alright, we got plenty of time for deck tech. Alright, modern black-white mid-range. Ooh, gifting another snub to Prof Mayhem. Thank you so much for the gifted, Snuggles. Appreciate you. I'm excited for next week. Next week gonna be fun. Alright, so Lingering Souls, Prismatic Ending, Smallpox, Thoughtseize, Vindicate, Smugs. The only card that I'm really not sold on is Sorin. I kind of don't hate everything else that's going on here, though. I really don't think I'd play Sorin. I mean, at that point, if you're going to cut Sorin, can we just cut Sorin and Liliana and play Luris? I know that might be a boring thing to say, but... Alright, opponent's back. I should just attack first, but... We're back to the sleepers. Reign of Tears and Smallpox best modern cards. Not gonna say no necessarily. Played Rider pre-combat in case they had a blocker in combat. I probably should have just waited to play Belcher though, and then I could have just Belchered the messenger. Soren gives lifelink and buffs your tokens. Yeah, but it's like it's the problem. Cacfean is 4 mana, right? 4 mana is so much. Again, I know it's kind of a boring answer, but I feel like I'd rather just make it a Lurrus deck and just cut Liliana and Sorin, and then try to get your card advantage from like, you know, you have Lingering Souls, you have Smallpox, you could play Dark Confidant maybe more copies of Turok. Also, Lurrus is busted with Turok. Also, Lurrus helps a lot with Smuggler's Copter, because you can like discard stuff for the Lurrus and go that kind of route. So, I feel like I would want to make it a Lurrus deck, but let's look at it again after I F6. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Liliana Sorin. I like Sentinel. I think I'd play a third Turok. I want to play more Vindicates too. I like Fatal Push. I guess you have Prismatic Ending. I feel like I would cut these 5, play like third Turok, third Vindicate, and then 3, maybe like 2 Bobs and 1 something. Maybe 24th land. And then just, I would want to be a Lurrus deck, I think. Well, you could play Bob. I think Bob is your good card advantage spell if you're going to play Lurrus, right? I like Bob a lot. Tide Shaper. Should have floated in response. Whatever. I'm not still not into lore, and I take 9. Who cares? They're at 4. So I just trade and kill them. All right, now they have Lord. Are they just dead on board? They block. No, they block, go to 1. Okay, they're not dead on board, but they're dead to the push, obviously. I was thinking I'd force of negation. Still beat that though, right? Attack with everything. They go block, take 3, go to 1, and then we just Belcher this. Okay, they didn't have force. Yeah, I think I would rather be in a Lurrus deck. I think. All right, up 6.5 minutes. That's Pog. I like being up 6.5 minutes. Leyline sucks. Magnetic Theft sucks. Moon sucks. Edict. I don't know. Edict's kind of bad against Silvergill Adepts. Not as much of a fan of that. I kind of want to cut some of the more expensive stuff. I kind of want to keep all 4 vials in a vial mirror. What else are we cutting at that point? I don't know. I like all my cards. It's tough. Is the new Mono Black Sorin better than old Sorin if you're going to play one? The new Mono Black Sorin. Oh, Sorin the Mirthless? No, I don't think so. I think with Lingering Souls, I would still rather be on the 4-mana Sorin. Because, like, I think that's actually not that bad of a thing. Like, I don't think Sorin is a horrible card. I just think, like, 4 mana is a lot in Modern, especially for that type of effect, and I'd much rather just be on the Lurrus deck. You know, you just grind people a lot better with that. I've got 2 more cards against the fish. The fishy fish. I don't know if the matchup's that much about this kind of stuff. I'm going to trim a vial in the draw. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. This hand's dope. Vial into these 2 with ending. Yeah, this hand's sick. Come on, Deathcloud is the best card of all time, chat. You know this. You know this. Should not have played this first. It's a lot worse if they had Sideshaper or Spreading Seas. Yeah, that was quite bad. Because now I can't cast Ending if this gets Spreading Seized. Okay, not getting Spreading Seized. The only busted card is Headless Rider. Yeah, you get it. Do I think there's enough artifact enchantment in the meta for me to main deck where it turns to the path for Blossoming Columns to the board? For Zoo? No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think I would do that. Okay. That is a move that is eligible. Eligible move. Eligible maneuver. Yeah, that was a good draw, by the way. Who made such an incredible command? I can't imagine. Somebody who's really in love with the card Death Cloud. Was Fablade able to eke out a few wins? We haven't played it yet, Torborg. That's deck number 3. There's this number 2, Fablade 3, and then Bant Wreck 4. So I've not played the Fablade yet. I'm kind of excited for it. Looks dope. The person who donated for it plays it a lot at our local FNM, and they're in love with it. So I'm excited for it. Sort of punished. Honestly, I kind of don't want to trade Mutavault for Butcher. I guess if I play Rider, maybe I do. This is kind of awkward. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Just play Butcher, play Rider, attack. If they want to block, that's fine. I get a 2-2 out of it, and I shock them. I'm not going to attack with this, though. Alright, trade's fine. It's a really good command. But these tokens aren't decayed, right? Okay, no. It looks like the same art as the decayed token, I think. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. Is this Savaloon, Marrow Regery, Regis Philbin? I guess I'm gonna go up to 3. No, I cut more 3s, right? I have more 2s in my deck than 3s. I'm gonna stay at 2. See? 5-head. 5-head. Now I can triple spell. This game's easily over. Guess they could have Force of Negotiation. Deck. 3 Death Clouds in a trench coat? That's scary. That's scary. Attacking with both is free? Well, no, because if they block the feeder... Oh, I see what you're saying, because I can just sack the Butcher and trade for the Mutavault anyways, which, yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess attacking with both was fine. Because it ends up trading Butcher for Mutavault, which is the same thing I accomplished anyways. Yeah, I guess you're right. You're probably right. It was essentially the same thing as what I did, but... Yeah, that was a free attack, you're right. Let me love you. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Uh-oh. Merfolk Trickster. So I guess they're going to target the Rider and trade? See what they target. I assume they're targeting Rider. Because they probably going to trade for that thing. Guess they maybe trade for the Augur. Just think if I want to do anything in response. I think this is just fine. This is whatever. Don't we just win this turn? How do we just win? So they're taking 9? Sure. They have like Dismember? I don't know. Sack the Rider response. I don't know what they're doing. They're super dead. They can't win this game. So they're gonna go to 1. Also, why would they? What? Now I just get to eat your thing. Why would you do it this way? I don't know what's happening. All right, trade. Go to 1. I draw a card. I'm so confused. All right, go. I'm not even gonna expose this. I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't matter. This game's over. That was weird. If a sector rider responds, you get another 2/2, which pumps the champ, but I was thinking it's a bad block. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. That was just so weird. Why did they take that line? Nope. Opponent's on a Luris strategy. Is this better than the average 5? I think it is. It's got 2 castable spells. If I draw a land, this hand's kind of juiced. You would keep this on 6, right? I think you keep this on 6. Well, it's zombies. We were crushing with zombies before. Zombies just a good deck. How'd the Feyblade go? We haven't played against Torborg. I want to keep this hand. And put back Headless Rider. I think I'm going to do it. Obviously, it's risky, but I think this is like, even, I don't know, even as a 1-laner, I think this is still better than the average 5. No card is great against Luris strategies. Death Cloud. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, they're just doing the boring Rakdos stuff, huh? It was a good draw. You know, card's really good against our deck? Dothy Voidwalker, although if they don't have Graven Cairns, they can't play it. Which, 2 T's basically fish. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Not enough T's. Tuesday, Thursday. It's all the same. It's all blending together. It's all blending together. It's not Fish Thursday, though. Alright, well, I drew 2 lands, neither of which cast Bombardment, which is really awkward. Because now I have to draw a 3rd land in order to cast Bombardment, and I don't really want to draw that many lands. But, I don't know. I'm not complaining. Like, I'm not in a bad spot. Undead Augur is just absurd against them. How good is Undead Augur against the Rakdos Piler removal deck? Unless they go Swamp, Black Source. They could go Black Source, Voidwalker, removal spell, but... Spike was only playing 2 Voidwalkers the last time I checked. Right? He's been trimming on Voidwalkers. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Alright, draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards, no big deal. Terminate. I'm going to auto-yield to this shit. How deep is your love? Terminating the other homie. Okay. Draw 2. I now have a 3/3. Seemed like a good exchange. Okay. Now what? They have 3 cards. I want to play 2/2 drops this turn. I don't hate butchering while the channeler is not delirious. So we could go like Augur, Butcher, Shove. They trade, take 3, draw a card. I think I like that. And then keep the Bombardment. But keeping Bombardment's worse if they have a discard spell, but... I'm gonna do it this way. So play Butcher, cast third Augur, and then attack with both. Obviously, it's a forced block. Forced block is good. Oh, I always fuck that up. I should have sacked. You're right. I always forget that. I should have sacked. Because it's just a counter on the feeder for no... Yeah. Why do I always forget that? You think Butcher attack play Bombardment? I kind of don't hate getting the Augur in play. Is this Turok? Okay, I guess that makes things kind of sketchy. Okay, they kept the Bombardment, which is good. Plague Belcher, huh? You seem confident they would block? Of course they're going to block. Like, if they don't block, then I still just get the sack and kill their thing, right? I'm just going to trade for it no matter what. I don't know why they wouldn't block. Okay with this trade. Kind of want to just Plague Belcher, put counters on itself, attack with Feeder. If they block, kill this, draw a card, and then hopefully rip a land for Bombardment, or just draw one drop. I think I'm going to do that. I think I like this. Counters on itself. Attack with this. Like, is there a reason they shouldn't block there? With the Channeler last turn? Okay, it's probably the worst draw in my deck, but... Which means the feeder doesn't have the counter in combat, which is 1 point less 2 second combat for blocks. Yeah, I mean, obviously I messed up and I should have just sacked in combat, but... Okay, so now we just go... I guess there's no reason to Fatal Push this thing. I'm just going to attack. We're obviously not going to jump block. They did jump block. Okay. Or not. Well, they can't jump block. It's a 3-2. As Menace, yeah. They can jump block this thing, but... Confuse Ambit Eternal and Plague Belcher. Both 3-mana giant zombie creatures that never got to see the light of day. Alright, your turn. So if they go for this, I can push, but they're probably just going to go Lurrus Dragon's Rage Channeler. I can get a... Okay. Let's mix things a little dicier. Because now they can Lurrus plus Channeler. Oh, Lurrus resolves. So now they play Channeler. With Delirium. Let's go up to 2. It's a hell of a draw step. Is that lethal? Yeah, it's just lethal, right? Pretty sure that's lethal. Looks pretty fucking lethal to me. If that's not lethal, I don't know what is. Calling. Alright, game 2. Game 2. Playing against Rakdos. Pretty sure I want Leyline of the Void, right? Remember when the new set came out with Champion of the Perished and we played zombies for like 2 days straight? I 5-0'd like 2 or 3 leagues with that zombies deck, including a donation deck that 4Dog sent me previously. Roll it back, Leyline of your film dicey. I feel like Leyland's really good against them. But maybe Leyland is good against cards we just don't care about. Like, what does Spike's deck usually have? I'm gonna pull up Spike's latest list. I don't know what they have for sideboard hate. They got like a bunch of soul guides, right? That's it, I think. Let's look at Spike's last list. Rakdos midrange. Oh yeah, Voidwalkers. Right, it's just mono Voidwalkers. So I guess I could have Prismatic Ending for Voidwalker. It's been about 2 months since the late September 550. Yeah, it's been a while. Has been a while. I don't hate Prismatic Ending for Voidwalker. That card is kind of a problem. Like, I always thought that you wanted to cut Aether Vial against Thoughtseize decks, but it is a little bit better with Undead Augur. What if we just cut, like, the Plague Belchers and play 2 Prismatic Endings? Just so I had 4 clean answers to Voidwalker. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do very minimal sideboarding. I just don't want to get fucked by Voidwalker. Because that card is a huge problem. Okay, well, is Headless Rider good? I can't tell. This is a beautiful hand. It's an absolutely beautiful hand. Again, I think I'm gonna keep this and hope to draw lands. Again, I have 2 castable spells, so I think it's still better than the average 6. The same spot we were in last time, right? One land 6-card hand. I should say better than the average 5. Yeah, exactly. That was a good draw. Yeah, and like sometimes you can get awkward draws with Thoughtseize, or excuse me, with Aether Vial against Thoughtseize, so. Nintendo Champ says thoughts on a good modern deck with Blood Fountain. I would highly recommend tuning into the stream, which we're going to be doing tomorrow morning. We're going to be doing an impromptu Asmo stream. Going to be having. I'll show you the deck list real quick. Where'd it go? Asmo post Val. This is what we're going to be working on tomorrow morning. Again, I don't usually stream on Fridays, but I'm so excited to try this card out that I really, really want to give it a shot. So this is what I'm going to be streaming tomorrow morning, so be sure to tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. What time is morning? Probably around like 10:30 a.m. my time, and I'll probably try to do like 2 leagues, maybe like a 4-hour stream. It's not going to be a long stream, but just a couple leagues. I want to hold up Fatal Push for Ragavan. Well, no, I don't have to, right? Because if they dash Ragavan, I can just Violin Gravecrawler and sack it. So, yeah, this is fine, I think. I think this is okay. They let me keep Bombardment? Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're maybe worried more about Augur, but they also don't have Black Mana currently. I guess they get a Black Mana in their hand, but I think I'm down to just take 1 for now. See what they do. Okay, that's fine. If I'm sincerity, why are you my clarity? Alright, so take this up to 2. Okay, so they probably have a removal spell for Butcher. So the best way to do this is sack the Gravecrawler now, Violin Butcher, cast Gravecrawler, and then go to attacks, right? Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Because that way I keep the Gravecrawler. Yep, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So shoot the Ragavan, Violin Butcher, immediately cast this once I get back priority, Yeah, okay. Yep. And then we just attack. I'm not going to sack the Gravecrawler. I mean, they're probably just going to kill this now, but... I guess I'll just do this. Now she defied any zombie. We're chilling. Only kill now if they can turn on Delirium. I mean, I'm gonna kill it anyways, right? Like, I'm 100% killing it no matter what. I'm not gonna upstairs them. Husar, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that, buddy. Be had a good stream. We're doing some donation decks today. All right, give me a zombie. I'm gonna stay at 2 because I boarded out 3 drops. Yeah, I'm gonna stay at 2. It's not a zombie. Question is, am I fatal pushing this? Just to get in some damage? Yeah, I think so. I think it's worth it. And then if they have a third Ragavan... Okay. Now if they have a third Ragavan, it sucks, but... Quick low prelim 4-0, nice. You still playing Mill? I know you've been playing Mill for a little bit. I don't know what you're on these days. That's a good one. That qualifies as a good one. Again, I think... Okay. It'd be nice if they stopped drawing those. If I... We tried to stop it, did Mill today? Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I was like, wanted to not give them the information that my last card was a land, but I mean, now it's probably fine. Alright, so keep this at 2. Okay. Guess I'll play that. I mean, it is right to play out the cards anyways in case they have Turok, but they're so far away from Turok that it just doesn't matter. Alright, they found black mana, which may be a little scary. Okay, that's fine. Zombie, please. Zombie, please. This is the 1 on 0. Zombie. It's a pretty damn good zombie. Should have ticked up, I guess. Should have ticked up, I guess. Yields like this. Recast this. It's not lethal, right? 1 short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's only 5 here. Yeah, okay. It's got bodies for removal in your Vial deck. Yeah, I have 5 on board right now. Zombie's still great. They're casting a 2-mana Turok. Interesting. Alright, now we can go up to 3 and 2. And they're super dead. They are super dead. Gives the GG's. Opponent is dead. I'm doing all the Gravecrawlers first in case they, like, have a removal spell that they're going to kill the messenger that I flash back. You never know. It doesn't matter. They're super dead. Alright, chat. We got him. 4 and 1. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. What did we lose to? Oh, we lost to Rhinos. We got clapped by Rhinos. The one thing I will say, unfortunately, we didn't get to draw Headless Rider that much, so it's really hard to say. Like, we drew it a couple times. When we did draw it, it was pretty good, right? Maybe I conceded too early. Maybe. We didn't draw Headless Rider that often, but when we did draw it, it was still pretty good, so I think 3 is probably fine. I was not that big of a fan of Plague Belcher. I think, personally, I would be on 4th Champion, maybe 3rd Jadar, or just cut a Belcher for the 4th Champion. I understand why you don't want 4th Champion, but I still think it's too good to not play. And then, so, like, it just... Your best draws involve Champion. Like, some of your faster draws. Worse than Undead Augur, but seems better than Jadar, for example. Yeah, there are spots where one is better than the other, but it's like more of that effect, right? All my champion hands kind of did nothing. Well, that's just because they have to kill champion on the spot, which they did, right? Every time I had a turn 1 champion, it just died. But when it doesn't die, then, you know. It's like, it's hard to say when it just always dies. But that's the thing. It's a lightning rod for a removal spell. They have to kill it. They have to kill it, or you just have a fucking 5/5, you know? But, yeah, Headless Rider was dope. I like that card. I was more impressed with Undead Augur than I previously was, so definitely like 4 of that card. But yeah, I would probably just go minus a Belcher, plus a Champion, and everything else I think is Gucci. I don't really think there's much else I would change, so...